Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. All praises, glory, and honor is forever due unto Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Wahabaha Racha Kodash. Double honor to the elder apostles of the Great Millstone, GMS. Honors and salutations goes out to the Akim, pushing this gospel the world over in sincerity and in truth. Adonai Ratzah, which means Lord willing. So Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. So yeah, you see the works of the Lord, being made manifest, man. All right. And as of last week, we knew a flooding, took place over there in Dubai, right, in the so-called Middle East, all right, in the United Arab Emirates, all right. And that's a country where a lot of celebrities and famous people, and entrepreneurs and business moguls, all right, people who are considered, top, in the society. That's where they go to spend money, go on holidays and enjoy themselves there, man. Right, and yeah, the flood took place. All right, planes were unable to take off. Okay, shopping malls flooded in. All right, and yet this is another sign from Yahweh Shai of what's to come in these last days. Okay, and I remember the film 2012, which came out in the year 2009. It highlighted events like this. All these natural disasters. Okay, things like that. So it's only going to get worse as time goes on. Alright, so, your normal day-to-day life of mirth, fun, folly, and enjoyment will be brought to a screeching halt. Okay? You got floods and storms and earthquakes happening the world over, man. Okay? And remember, Dubai is pretty much, is desert, pretty much. You see? Okay? So all that rain, that fell at once. Alright? So, we're in apocalyptic times. Alright? We're at the end of this current evil rulership. Alright? So, this is from BBC News. This was 6 days ago. And I believe that it took place last week anyway. Well, maybe Tuesday last week, if I remember correctly. So it says, what is cloud seeding and did it cause Dubai flooding? Dubai has been hit by record floods over the past 24 hours, sparking misleading speculation about cloud seeding. So how unusual was the rainfall and what were the reasons behind the extreme downpours? How extreme was the rainfall? Dubai is situated on the coast of the United Arab Emirates, UAE, and is usually very dry, which it is, usually. Right? But while it receives less than 100 millimeters or 3.9 inches of rainfall a year on average, it does experience occasional extreme downpours. Okay. If we go further down, it said, what role did climate change play? It's not yet possible to exactly quantify how much of a role climate change played. That requires a full scientific analysis of natural and human factors, which can take several months. Alright. There you are, man. The whole place flooded out. So this cloud seeding thing, right, it says cloud seeding involves manipulating existing clouds to help produce more rain. The devil, Esau Edom, he has his weather modification and his systems of different weather that he produces, like fake snow, all right, fake clouds, stuff like that, all right. Satan has power of the prince of the air, man. Okay, so don't be surprised if he's not involved in this, all right. It says this can be done by using aircraft to drop small particles like silver iodide into clouds. Water vapor can then condense more easily and turn into rain. The technique has been around for decades, and UAE has used it in recent years to help address water shortages. Right. In the hours that followed the floods, some social media users were quick to wrongly attribute the extreme weather solely to recent cloud seeding operations in the country. Earlier reports by Bloomberg suggested cloud seeding planes were deployed on Sunday and Monday, but not on Tuesday when the flooding occurred. We're not ignorant to Satan's devices. But either way, this was of the Lord, Yahweh Shai. Okay. So whether it was, natural rainfall or the use of the cloud seeding technology, either way, it's the Most High that's behind it. You see. So if we get the book of Isaiah, chapter 28. bear with me as we navigate through this. Click it one more time. Oh my dear. You know what? Open. I'll close open again. Isaiah chapter 28, verse 2. And it reads, Behold, the Lord hath a mighty and strong one, which is a tempest of hail and a destroying storm, as a flood of mighty waters overflowing, like what we see in Dubai, shall cast down to the earth with the hand. Okay, so the Lord is, he's visiting, these nations with the different tempests and storms, man. Okay, as it says in Isaiah chapter 29, verse 6, you shall be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. Alright, so indeed the Lord is visiting Babylon the Great, these different countries, these different heathen nations, alright, with these different natural disasters, and even our people as well, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, alright, and Israelite foreigners, speckled bird as well, man, because you've got Israelites scattered amongst Ishmael, right, and other places in the world that may look like the heathen, alright, so this is not a black movement, it's not a black thing, okay, we are scattered, in every nation, alright, in every country under the sun, okay, and most of our people, especially the 2,000 Babylon the Great and, rebel Israelites elsewhere in the world, man, okay, they're going to face judgment, from the Lord, but the Lord is going to deliver the elect, man, okay, alright, these people are filled with shame, they're proud and arrogant, you can't tell them anything, you cannot tell them anything whatsoever, man, they just don't want to hear it. Well, fine by me, okay, because, they think everything's cushy, they think everything's cushy, that's fine by me, because when the judgment hits, then, we'll see, who was right and who was wrong, alright, they believe that they have everything figured out, alright, soon, everybody will know the true living God of the Bible real soon, and very soon the name's Yahweh, while Yahushua will be magnified, man. Let's go to Ecclesiastes chapter 7, we could start at verse 2. It reads, It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting, for that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart, meaning mind. Okay? These people will be terrified of what they see that will soon come upon planet Earth, man. Okay? Flood waters outside the windows, just imagine that. Okay? That's why the fear of the Lord is important, man. Okay? And the Most High is behind all this. And these devils, man, they know that their time is up, man. Okay? That's why we're in the spirit of mourning, man. Okay? Verse 3, Sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance the heart is made better. Verse 4, The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. You see? So the spirit of mirth is not the spirit to be in. That's not, the time that we're in, man. We're not in a time of glee and joyfulness and excitement and happiness, man. Okay? That's not the time we're in, right? But most people, especially our people, they don't want to take heed to that, man. Okay? We are to remain circumspect. That's the time to be in, man. To remain circumspect, to be prudent. Alright? Verse 5, It is better to hear the rebuke of the wise than for a man to hear the song of fools. For as the crackling of thorns under a pot, so is the laughter of the fool. This also is vanity. You see? And we're the ones who are wise because we're in the spirit of mourning. Let you know that great destruction and death is coming, right, upon earth. Meanwhile, everybody else is clubbing, partying, enjoying themselves, man. Okay? And we will be able to do those things, right? In the kingdom. That'll be our time to do that, man. But for right now, man, this place ain't our rest. Okay? Let's go to Psalm chapter 119 and verse 126. And it reads, "It is time for you, Yahweh, to work, for they have made void your law." That's right, man. Yahweh Hashem Shai is going to do a great work on this earth, man. Right, major chaos is coming, turmoil as well. Right, many people will be taken in great number, and that's just the truth, man. They're gonna be devoured. That's why the Lord is greatly to be feared, man. Okay, that's why Habakkuk said this. Habakkuk chapter 3 verse 2, and it reads, verse 1, a prayer of Habakkuk the prophet upon Shigionoth, and it reads, verse 2, O Yahweh, I have heard your speech and was afraid. O Yahweh, revive your work in the midst of the years, in the midst of the years make known. In wrath remember mercy. That's right, man. In wrath remember mercy. So the Most High will show forth his wrath, alright? And we want him to remember us and have mercy upon us when it comes, alright? Okay? Because you can't flee from this. You can't escape the hands of the living power, man. It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. Okay, you can't escape the judgment of the Lord. Okay. And these nations, man, they all benefited from our enslavement. Okay, they all got rich off our backs, off our captivity. Alright? And that includes the nation of Dubai. Alright? Ishmael got rich off of us too. Alright? Ishmael being the so-called Arabs. Right? In the Hebrew, the word Arab is Arab, which means mixed. Okay? So the Lord is punishing. It's punishing, these places, man. That's why we see these things happening. That's the reason why. Okay. I've got another article as well. Right here. From Metro UK. Metro News. And this was the recent volcanic eruption that took place, in the east over there in Indonesia. Alright. This was dated April the 20th, 2024, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. Alright. It says, over 2,100 people forced to evacuate after massive volcanic eruption. Alright. Thousands of people have fled their homes after a volcano erupted in Indonesia. More than 2,100 people were evacuated on the island of Sulawesi in Indonesia after Mount Ruang began erupting on Wednesday. Dangerous ash, falling rocks, hot volcanic clouds, and the possibility of a tsunami is causing a risk for those living near the active volcano. Officials fear that part of the volcano could collapse into the sea and trigger a tsunami, which happened after one eruption in 1871. You see? Yeah. Scripture talks about what was written for our time, was written aforetime, was written for our learning. Okay. So that this may well be a possibility of this happening, man. It may well take place. You see? So you see, we're in a time of destruction and calamity, and it's just gonna get worse and worse and worse. All right. And we're not ignorant to this at all. This reminds me of this scripture right here. As it loads up. It's words of Yahushai, since it's in red. Alright. Let's go to it like this. Luke chapter 12, verse 49. Which reads, I am come to send fire on earth, and what will I if it be already kindled. You see? So the Lord is coming to set fire on the earth, man. And what would I for already be kindled? Okay. Wildfires, okay? Volcanic eruptions, alright, over the recent years, okay? And the Lord he's gonna come, with his chariots and his whirlwind, okay? As it says in Isaiah chapter 66 and verse 15, okay? And on top of that, man, thermonuclear destruction, alright? Is also gonna come upon Babylon the Great, alright? And also, you're gonna have major fires around the world as well. Isaiah chapter 66 and verse 15. It reads, "For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by sword will the Lord plead," which in the Hebrew is shapat, means judge, right? "With all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many." Right? And just look at the first page, flood of waters. Alright? Okay. Okay. And spiritually you got a flood of this truth. Alright? And then, soon the martial law troops, alright, kicking down brothers' doors down and things like that, man. Alright? That's another flood as well. Alright? And of course, alright, you have a flood of fire. Alright? And fire is a purifying agent. Okay? So again, man, we're in a time of great destruction, danger, perilous times. So again, it's just gonna get worse and worse and worse. Alright? So with that, I'm gonna say shalom.